5. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
To Taylor on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and the Niners get there and bring him down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, opening drive sack. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. At about the 32. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lance now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And some room to roam now. 31 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he's got room. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Allen. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll run here with Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game is crucial.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite pass crossing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Lance looking to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Pushes past him. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. From midfield, here's Allen. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen. He's got his tight end fan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Now looks to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Here's Taylor again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Allen going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get it. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step.
Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we go. Here we go. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game.
Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Then they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shot 17. Ready?
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Five, 97.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
He finds Watson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They run once more with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
38.
Here's Lance. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Set, ready. Snap, red, jet, jet.
Desperation time here. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On play action, Allen. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Miami, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect